Welcome back to the second instalment of How to Become a Better Poker Player videos. I'm Danny Crouch, and we at Poker Power are here to help you develop your awareness and improve your poker skills. We're here to help you make the decisions and make the changes in your life. But how? I too kept asking myself, how do I find someone to teach me how to become a better poker player? So I thought, you know what, I'll go and find a way myself. So I came up with the idea of Poker Power, and we started building the website pokerpower.com.au. We believe after combining a set of ideas, techniques, strategies and methods, anyone can become a better poker player, simply by focusing on the mental and psychological side of poker. Do you have the ability? Do you hold the power? I guarantee every single person watching this video has the ability to become a better poker player. You decided that you wanted to become a better poker player, and you are starting to make that happen. It's your decision to make the changes to your life. I can't guarantee you'll become the best player in the world, but the only one stopping you from that happening is yourself. Remember, we can all dream. Do you have what it takes to make that dream a reality? So, looking at these players, we must understand they were at one time or another the same standard that you are now. They weren't born professionals or gifted poker players. They needed a push. They needed to learn. They needed to know. So, what do we need to know? Well, first of all, we may have to unlearn things you learned as you got older. You need to remember how to believe, how to desire. You have to believe you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it. You will have to want to become a better poker player, and know you can be. You must make that commitment. Let me give you a little example of one of the things I needed to unlearn in order to live the life I want to live. I had to change my attitude towards money and wealth creation. Really, and this is the application towards poker, being successful is about having a successful mindset. Often this means we need to throw away our limiting beliefs. You have to start thinking differently. Stop following the herd. Step up and make a change, and start looking at the world differently. You hold the power in your hands. You have the ability. It's your decision to make the changes in your life. Can you hear what I'm saying? We have to unlearn. We have to be retaught. We have to unlearn these fears and illusions that have been instilled in us for years, even decades. We have to start again and learn how to learn. Does that make sense? Other successful people do it. Can you? It's your choice. Now, I'm not saying we can go out and quit our day job, but you can definitely become a more successful poker player if you choose to, and if you're willing to put in the effort. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, besides money, what is the one thing you can never have too much of? Knowledge. There is not a poker player in the world that doesn't stop learning about poker. No one will ever be able to learn everything about poker. It's limitless. Why, I hear you ask? Because there are people involved, which means different thought patterns, different emotions, different opinions, different objectives. It's forever changing and growing. So what hope have we got? Well, all we can do is try to become better players, learn more about the game we love, learn more about our opponents, and most importantly, learn more about ourselves. Now let's have a look at the game of poker itself. What is poker? What makes poker what it is? What must be there in order to play poker? We need cards, chips, blinds, players, tables, chairs, computers, even money. But the power is in the cards and the players. So I ask, can we control cards? What do you think? Without cheating, can we control the cards we get or deal? We can get more cards the more we play, but we can never control the cards we get. We can get lucky or unlucky cards, but obviously you get the cards you're dealt. So in short, we have absolutely no control over the cards. So that leaves us with players. Now, who do you feel is the most important player in a game of poker? Who is the player you really have to watch out for? Who do you really have to keep an eye on? The dealer, the guy on the button, the big blind, the small blind? What about me? Am I the most important player in the game? As far as I'm concerned, yes I am. Can you see what I mean? If I've put my hard-earned money into the game, you're damn right, I'm the guy I have to keep an eye on. I really have to keep a watch out for myself. I have to control myself. Do you hear what I'm saying? So I believe you can break up poker players into two categories, you and everyone else. Would you agree? Now, regarding everyone else, can you control other players? What do you think? Most definitely you can control other players. You can influence others. You can get people to do things you want. You can use auto-suggestive language. You can use intimidation. You can use other emotions. You just need to learn how. Poker players use these techniques to take advantage of their opponents, as it is an extremely powerful tool to be able to control your opponents. Can you see, you should make sure you're in the best possible shape to play poker, both physically and mentally. Do you feel you should do some sort of training rather than watching, reading, and playing? Can you imagine all Shane Warne, David Beckham or Michael Jordan did when they were growing up was read books about sport, watch sport on TV, and then play in their local game on a Saturday afternoon? No, they didn't. They went to training, they practiced drills, they lived and breathed their sports. They even had mental coaches. Now, I'm not saying you have to sleep with a deck of cards or practice shuffling on the bus on the way to work. However, I am saying you have to put in the time and effort and learn how to become a better poker player. Do you feel you need training techniques and mental strategies and you need to continue practicing them? Can you see you need a plan? We've designed a way to incorporate techniques to not only improve your poker, but your job, your family, money, even relationships. Now listen, I assure you this is not a cult. It's just putting strategies in place, combining them with new ideas and training methods that will improve the way you think and therefore the way you play poker. You can generally apply this to anything and we'll show you how. But in this instance, we're applying it to becoming better poker players. Now, that is the end of the second installment of this video. I hope you're starting to see the need to make some changes in order to improve your poker skills and feel it is time to become a better poker player. Thanks for listening and we look forward to seeing you in the third video. Remember, the power is in your hands.